Welcome to the FAHS Legacy Voices podcast, a podcast where we celebrate the people who have shaped the history and the spirit of Fuquay Arena High School. Today, we are joined by Buddy Walters, a proud member of the class of 1980. Since graduation, he has gone on to become a Fuquay Arena Fire Marshal, continuing the legacy of excellence that began right here on our campus. We're excited to revisit the school memories and hear about how the journey has shaped both their life and our community. All right, Mr. Buddy Walters, what path did you take after graduation?
Um, well, Georgia, thank you for the invitation. I'm excited to be here and talk with you folks. I graduated in 1980. After I graduated, I attended UNCW, where I studied commercial recreation and ball play, and had the opportunity to play 4 years of baseball there. So,
Mhm.
and after completing my education, I came home and worked in construction, and I also worked on my family's farm.
What accomplishment are you most proud of, sir?
As I was thinking about this, um, and I look back on my life, back to after graduating, I think my proudest accomplishment is my family. I have a rule, my first rule in life is family first. So family is extremely important to me and to our family. I am happily married 42 years to my wife, Leanne.
That is an accomplishment, truly.
Thank you. And we have two daughters, Lauren and Morgan, who are both graduates here from Fuquay High School. And we have 5 grandchildren, so that is, something we are, proud about, and we love our family, so.
Of course, I'm sure your house is really busy on holidays.
It is, it certainly is.
What was the turning point in your career or education?
As I mentioned earlier, I worked in construction and on my family's farm when I came back home from school, and I think probably I didn't realize it and know that it was a turning point, but I joined the Fuquay Arena Fire Department as a volunteer firefighter in 1985, which started my fire career. And after years of job changes and life changes, I found myself as a career firefighter with the town's fire department. And this year I will be completing my 40th year as a firefighter for the town of Fuquay.
Been with us for a long time.
I have. Well, ma'am,
And we thank you for your service every day.
I appreciate it.
What's one of your favorite or funniest memories from high school?
Uh, I couldn't really decide on one memory. And honestly, there's some that probably shouldn't be shared. So, but my best memories are the times I spent with the teams and my teammates on the ball field. Um, you know, spending that time with those guys, I have built friendships and bonds that actually were built on the ball fields, and they continue now after 40 plus years. So that the memories of being on the ball fields with the guys is my favorite piece.
Honestly, I understand that as an athlete, you're always, going to plays with each other. You're always competing with each other and you want to trust each other. So I'm sure those bonds are really, really strong.
That's exactly right.
Was there a teacher, class, or activity that shaped you?
I had two teachers that impacted my life. They helped shape my life as a young man. Coach Milton Center and Coach Graham Myrick. So those men um, were my coaches. They taught me how to keep my head down and do good work, and they taught me how to do the little things really good because if you're doing the little things really good, then the big things are going to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
So, um, you know, we were expected to win, but win or lose, the expectation was that we represented our school in a manner that the school and the community would be proud of. So that was instilled in us. And, I can sit here today and tell you that the lessons that I learned on the ball field from those two men, I use those lessons in life today and in work.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure that they impact how you are as a firefighter and as deputy as well.
they do. Like I said, part of our job in the fire department is certainly, teamwork is huge. So taking care of your brothers, your sisters that are working with you. So those foundational pieces were laid in place a long time ago. Yeah.
Of course. And how has FEHS and Fuquay changed or possibly stayed the same since your time here?
I think it's certainly changed. You know, both the town and the high school. I mean, we're sitting here in a beautiful, large, new facility, new ball fields, new everything. So is certainly a big change. My graduating class was maybe 180 plus or minus. You know, and back then it was only grades 10 through 12 here. So when I was here, sophomore, junior, senior, and it changed later. Now I'm thinking there's over 1,800 students here today, um, ninth through 12th grade. Town has grown exponentially, over the last 10 or 15 years. Is certainly not the small farming community that I grew up in, where everybody knew each other. So I just think the growth of our area, of our town is a big change.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
I'm sure. How are you involved in your community now?
Currently, as with my job, I am the division chief fire marshal for the town's fire department, and I manage and supervise the fire prevention division there. Our office communicates and works with the community and business owners to ensure that fire safety through the mandated fire inspections is maintained. We are involved with the schools, civic groups, businesses. We participate in community events and the citizens providing fire and life safety programs. Additionally, I am involved with our church. I have been for a long, long time in its activities. So, yeah.
Yes. Is there a project, program, or initiative you're especially proud of contributing to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna call it a project, but part of my career with the fire department, I've been the fire marshal for 20 plus years now, and I'm certainly proud of our staff and our division. And I think along with our other pieces of our fire department, we make a difference in the town and the community. I'm thankful that I've been a small part of building this division for the fire department. When we started, it was a one man division, and now we are a 5-person division. So to be able to be at the building levels, the foundational pieces of that, and watching the program grow and being able to hopefully turn it over to the next fire marshal in a good shape. So
Of course. I'm sure that it sets a precedent for you and the further fire marshal to
yes,
continue and grow exponentially
yeah,
and help
yeah,
the community.
yeah.
If you could walk the halls of Fuquay Arena now, what advice would you want to give the teachers and students here?
To the teachers, and I'm gonna preface this with my wife taught in Wake County schools for 30 years and is retired. So I've seen her experiences. I would say to the teachers, I know it's certainly a difficult job at times, but the hopes are that they would continue teaching and reaching out to their students because at the end of the day, you do make a difference in these students' lives. I think to the students, remember the lessons that you learn here. Don't take this learning opportunity here at the high school for granted. This opportunity certainly can lead to unexpected places you may not have even considered. So that would be my advice to those folks.
And I will take that and I will run with it.
Good.
Well, how do you see the values or lessons you learned at Fuquay Arena High reflected in your own work today?
I think there's a number of things, but today, the values and those lessons that I learned that are reflected in my work and in my life. I think first is be respectful. Be sure your actions and your thoughts and your words are a positive reflection of who you are and who you represent. Work hard, certainly. Remember where you came from. And, you know, I think one of the more important pieces is, and I found this to be true in life and in my career, treat people in a way that you want to be treated
Yeah.
and things are going to be good.
Yeah. Okay. If you could describe our school in one word, what would it be and why?
Ever changing. So I think the students and the school will continue to grow. There'll be different educational opportunities. There'll be different folks through here. Georgia, when you are my age, you're going to look back and say, wow, it is ever
It
changing.
is.
So, but yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Buddy Walters, for sharing your story with us. And thanks to our listeners for tuning in to Freaky Arena's High Legacy Voices. Stay tuned for more alumni stories.